Hello, my name is Lucky Love Shot, and I'm back home. Hi everybody, how you guys doing? This is my announcement voice. I am back. Did you miss me? Okay, now I'm turning it off. Hi everyone, my name is Lucky Love Shot. I am a cupid dog VTuber of Puppy Love, and I'm here. I'm back home. Did you guys miss me? I was gone for a very short amount of days, but I'm back now. She's back. I'm back. Oh my god, it's Lucky. Hi, hello. Lucky Love Shot. I have news. What is it? Hello, Lucky. Hi. Did you guys miss me? Hello, hello. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Okaeri. Tadaima. Oh my gosh, I'm back. I'm so lonely without you. Don't worry, I'm back now. Nothing more to fret. I am back now, so you don't have to worry about me. Okay? How was your vacation? It was good. It was good. It was fun. I feel like it should have been longer. You know, it wasn't as long as I would have liked it to be, but I wish it was longer. Basically, I think that maybe I needed a few more days for me to like really properly relax, because I'm back now and I feel like I haven't rested enough. So, right. Let me see. We missed you. I missed you too. It was so lonely without you. It was so lonely without you too. I'm sorry. I'm back now, okay? Don't miss me too much, I told you. But like miss me a little bit at least. Seems like you guys did that. It feels a little bit weird to be talking to you guys again, because I haven't been talking to you in a while. While you were out drinking and on vacation, I got a girlfriend? Congratulations! Congratulations on getting a girlfriend. Congrats. Now don't let her take you away from me. I'm kidding. I'm happy for you. Anybody else want to tell me they got a girlfriend? I know I can't say the same. Boy, do I have some stories to tell you guys. It's so funny. Imagine you actually learned Eminem without me. I don't think I could learn any of Eminem's songs. I would probably fuck up the rap like multiple times. Lucky's power worked. Someone got a girlfriend. Yeah, exactly. My power worked. I'm here to set people up. I'm not here to, you know what they say? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. That's me. So I'm always here to cheer you guys on from the sidelines, but I'm never really able to like, what is it? I'm not really able to get score on my own. Do you know what they say? The coach never plays. Did you actually end up going to that muscle girl bar you wanted to go to? I wanted to, but that's in Kyoto. I was in Tokyo this time. Maybe next time I go to Kyoto, I will go to the muscle mommy bar and I will film it for you guys. I was really sad though. Okay, I know that before I left, I wanted to like film a Oshikatsu vlog, but because our itinerary basically had to be cut in half, I didn't get to film it, and I'm still really sad about that. I really wanted to pick up an Itabag while I was there too, but I didn't get to. I think because like I prioritized going to like a different place over going back to Ikebukuro, because I've been to Ikebukuro so many times, right? Like that's my favorite place on earth. I could navigate that place blindfolded, okay? I'm not even kidding. I got to the station with Arisa, right? And I was like, don't worry, I know this place by heart. And I did. I didn't even need to pull out Google Maps. I just walked along and I was like, okay, this feels right. And then we got to Sunshine City. I'm aromantic, so no girlfriend for me. It's okay. That means more time to spend with me. No, unfortunately, it's okay. I believe in you. One day you will get a girlfriend or a boyfriend if you want that. Did you go to the bar again? I did. So I did go to the bar, but I got lost in Shinjuku's underground, and so that like took away precious time from me, because the thing that happened was, okay, the sequence of events was I met Era and Arisa for Seon Era, my good friend. Please check her out. I met Era and Arisa. We all met up to go to Chikawa Park. And then after we went to Chikawa Park, I had to send Arisa off to the airport. I did that, and then I texted a friend, and my friend, oh wait, no, my friend texted me and goes, oh my god, you're in Tokyo? And this is a non-VTuber friend. This is like a normie friend. Normie friend texts me and goes, oh my god, you're in Tokyo? Do you want to meet up for a little bit? I'm with my friends now, but we can all meet up at this bar in Shibuya. I think it was Shibuya, or I think it was Shibuya, yeah, in Shibuya. And I was like, oh my god, okay, I'll come over right now. So I go over to the bar in Shibuya, right, and I sit with you know, my friend and their friends and everything. We're like talking for a bit. And I was like, that's fun. Okay, also the funny thing is that I couldn't find my friend. So this bar was like a record bar or something. And I went down to the basement to, you know, enter. And it was a super small place and it was all packed with like people, right? And I couldn't see my friend. And I thought maybe my friend was the one that was sitting at the door, but I couldn't be sure. So I walk in and I freeze. Okay, mind you, this dog has a little bit of, not even a little bit, a lot of social anxiety. So I walk into the bar and I freeze. And I'm looking around and I'm like, shit, I don't know where, you know, my friend is. So I turn around and I run outside. I turn around and I run outside and I run up the stairs. And I'm like, I can't do this. Like, mind you, this friend, I only met one time on New Year's Eve in Tokyo in a ramen shop. Okay, I don't really remember what my friend looks like. All right, the only thing that I know about this friend is from what I've seen on Instagram stories, and it's kind of vague. And also, you know, they were wearing a cap, so I was like, oh, I don't know where you are. So I ran upstairs, like I opened the door, and within like 3 seconds I closed it and I ran back upstairs because I was scared. And I was texting my friend, I was like, I don't think I can do this. I think I gotta, like, maybe I should just go back to my hotel room. And then right as we were doing that, another friend that I also met last time in the lesbian bar in Shinjuku texts me and goes, hey, do you wanna I text her and I go, oh my god, are you in Tokyo? Do you want to meet up? And she goes, I can meet up like tonight. And I was like, tonight, like right now? She goes, yeah, give me an hour. I'm not in Tokyo right now, but I'll be in Tokyo in an hour. And I was like, oh, okay. So she comes from Saitama to Tokyo, and she's already at the lesbian bar, and this time I'm still at Shibuya. I'm still at this record bar because I already promised this friend to meet up, right? And then that friend, the other friend, was like, oh, that's okay, don't worry, take your time, I'm at, you know, Shinjuku Nichome right now. And for those who don't know, for the uninitiated, Shinjuku's Nichome is like the gay district, right? When you walk into Shinjuku Nichome, it's like a stretch, it's like a one long stretch street, or I mean like a couple of streets. Everybody there is gay. Okay, I walk in there, bears. I walk in there, like shaved under part, right? Long hair, shaved under part, lesbian. And then I look around, and then there's like 3 twinks within throwing stone distance, and I'm like, okay, this is home. And I'm still there, and then I run outside of the bar, and I run straight into a protest. Okay, and the protest, like, okay, so the protest, like, it was like on the road, and there was like a procession of people like marching along, and they're going like, da, ba, 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 and I don't know what the fuck they're saying, right? And I'm like, oh shit, like, is this like an anti-immigration, like, is this an anti-immigration protest or something? And I'm like, oh shit, right? And then I look closely at the words of the banner, and it goes, end imperialism now, or something like that, like, stop imperialism, blah blah blah, like, stop war in Iran, and stop war in whatever, right? Like, basically stop Japan's involvement in war crimes, blah blah blah. And I was like, wait, period. So I was standing there and I was like taking a little like video, and then this guy comes up to me with the clipboard. He goes, do you want a petition? Do you want to sign a petition? And I was like, but I'm not Japanese. And this, by the way, this whole conversation is taken in Japanese. He's like, sign what, like, you know, he was basically saying like, can you sign this for me, blah blah blah. And I go, but I'm not Japanese though. He goes, no, it's okay, see, all these people are from America. And I was like, oh, okay. He points at the names above, and he goes, see, these people are from America, it's okay, you can write your name. And I go, sure, and I write down my name. And then he starts asking me, he was like, do you want to donate? And I'm like, donate? I don't have any cash. And then he goes, no, it's okay, I can also do PayPay. And PayPay is like Japan's like digital like payment service thing, I guess. And I was like, I don't have PayPay, right? And I was like, I don't have cash and I don't have PayPay. I'm not Japanese. And that happens to be when my friend catches me, and my friend goes, hey, Lucky, yo, what's up? And I was like, oh, you saw me? You saw me walk into the bar that you were in and then run outside like a fool? And they were like, yeah. And then I was like, okay. So we went to pregame. It's so funny. I don't know what was in the air in Shinjuku that night, but everything was everything was like happening that night, okay? What was it? And then we, you know, I have a good time with my friends, whatever. And then I head over to Shinjuku. Okay, and this is where it gets bad. I spend 30 minutes lost in Shinjuku's underground because I cannot find a fucking way to get out. The signs are so confusing because usually in other oh, Thiago, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you. If you got sniped by Thiago, please say thank you too. Soliciting donations right away seems super sketch. I know. Okaeri ka tadaima. WAON. Hello, fun guy. That post freaked me out so bad. It was so freaky. I was freaked out. I was literally, mind you, I was texting a friend the whole time, right? And like, not the friend I was meeting up, I was texting another friend the whole time. Like, you know, just like blah, 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 blah. And then I go, by the way, while I'm texting you, I've been stuck in Shinjuku's underground for 30 minutes. No, I was genuinely lost. I'm not even kidding. Because the other stations in Tokyo, at least, they have like yellow signs, and the yellow signs are usually the exits, right? So usually when you look for the exit, you look for a yellow sign that says like, oh, central exit, or like park exit, or like this exit, or whatever exit, right? So I was looking and looking, and I was like, where the fuck am I? I went to like, I was like, okay, I need to go to like, I'll just need to find any exit, right? I just need to get above ground. So I go to like, I follow the signs and I go to Central East Gate or something like that. And then I walk to Central East Gate and I end up at a completely different line. And it's the entrance to another line. It's like the entrance to like Inarizaka line or something like that. And I was like, where am I? So I walk around in circles for like at least 30 minutes. And then my friend is texting me and my friend is like, where are you? And I'm genuinely lost. I'm not even kidding with you. I am genuinely lost in Shinjuku's underground right now. And she was like, oh my god, just get above ground. And I'm like, I'm fucking trying. And then on my like third lap, I finally see a sign on one of the billboards or like one of the walls that says like, oh, in order to get outside, you need to go to the second floor. And I'm like, what the fuck do I need to go to the second floor? Usually it's on basement 1, you tap out and then you can go back upstairs. So I was like, what the fuck? And then I go up to, and oh, by the way, to go out, you need to go to a platform. And the platform is where like you take the train. So they were like, oh, you need to go up to platform 7 and then you need to take up the elevator up to lift like floor 2 and then you can go outside. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Right. Anyways, I managed to find my way out. I walk outside. There's a giant, and I mean like giant, okay, giant poster on the floor. Okay, and like a couple of musicians playing music. And I was like, oh, this is so vibey, cool. And then I look at the poster on the ground and it says, fuck Trump. And not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. On the poster, and it's like this massive like canvas cloth poster, giant signs, it says fight racism, and then underneath that says fuck Trump. And I was like, this is crazy. I didn't know Japanese people were so woke. And it was pretty cool. They gave me a poster too. Like I was standing there, I was looking, and they gave me a poster, and I have it. It has like, it's like a little red poster. And then there's like a hand holding like a rose or something, like a fist holding a rose. And at the bottom it says fight racism. And I'm like, actually, that's pretty fucking cool. Given Japan's own issues of racism, that's a little wild. I know. That's not to dismiss Japan's own issues with racism and xenophobia, but I do think some of the younger people are probably a little bit more based. Just some of them. I know some of them can be pretty bad though. Lucky, welcome home. I'm home. I have not eaten my breakfast yet. Also, I'm a little bit sick. I don't know if you can tell, or if you're hearing my voice, I am a little bit sick. I don't know. I've been coughing nonstop, so I don't know what happened. We can hear you a bit more stuffed up than usual, and none of you said anything? None of you said anything? Yeah, you're sick as hell. Yeah, watch these tricks, boy. Always nice to see some progress in the world. True. We were trying to be nice. Fine. When you say it like that, there's no reason to point it out. It's just nice to have you back. I'm glad to be back too. I'm so happy they woke over there. Only some of them though. To be honest, some Japanese people can be genuine dickheads. This time around, because it was, okay, so it was a little bit warmer on the first day when we were there. So I was wearing like short sleeves. because it was like genuinely, it was pretty warm. And then for some reason it like dove back down into like almost winter-like temperatures. And I was like, holy fuck, I'm freezing. And I only have like one jacket because I thought it was gonna be hot. So I got there, first day was pretty hot. And I look pretty, like, I'm Asian, right? So I do sometimes pass off as Japanese too. And what I've realized is that Japanese people tend to treat you nicer if they think you're one of them. And I'm not even kidding, right? On every other trip that I've gone, it's always been super cold. So I've always been bundled up. I've always had long sleeves. I've, you know, covered up and everything, right? Scarf, down jacket, long pants, whatever, right? But this time around, my tattoos were visible and they immediately like branded me non-Japanese, and they were so like, they were noticeably less nicer to me. I'm now afraid of going to Japan. No, don't be afraid. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's a nice place. I promise you. It's a nice place. Don't be afraid, okay? Just go and have fun. Don't worry about don't worry about anything you see on the internet. Don't worry about all the like, what was it? Don't they generally dislike tattoos? Don't they really dislike tattoos in general too? Yeah, they do, because they associated with the Yakuza. Was too caught up in Lulu being back. It's okay. You miss me, didn't you? You guys miss me. It's kind of the same in the US. They do say life is like a bowl of cherries. Life is like a bowl of cherries, and I hate cherries. No, what was I saying? I look very visibly foreign. No, it's okay. You're fine. Genuinely, I feel like it's only if you like kind of look Asian, like you look Asian, and then like they realize you're not Japanese. I think they might be a little bit meaner in that case. If you look visibly foreign, they're not gonna be like mean or anything like that. Don't worry about it. Like, they're not gonna target you. Don't worry. It's just my experience as somebody who like probably looks a little bit Japanese and also can speak like semi-decent Japanese, and then them realizing that I'm not, they kind of get a little bit mean about that. I don't know why. Maybe they're gatekeeping. I don't know. But what was I saying? Yeah, don't worry about it. Just go and have fun. Don't listen to any of the fear mongering on like TikTok or like Instagram or like Google or anything like that. You can walk while you eat. Genuinely, I've always walked while I ate. Like there's some like, I guess it's true when people will be like, oh, Japanese people think it's rude if you walk and eat. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I've got places to be, people to see, so I'm gonna walk while I eat. All right, and what are they gonna do? Run up and punch me? I hope they do. That's been my mindset. What the fuck are they gonna do? Run up and punch me? I don't give a fuck. I hope they do. At least then I can like punch them back. I don't know. Or maybe not, because the police will probably cite them. But anyways, just don't worry about all that. The only time you might want to observe etiquette is if you're in a temple or a shrine. Like, basic things like, I don't know, obviously, I just want to hate to the whole life merch and Honkai Star Rail stores. There is so much more of Japan to see. Go look at the shrines. Go pray a little bit or something. Okay? I prefer praying at the smaller shrines, like the ones that like not really many people go to. I feel like your prayers get answered more often if you do. I don't know, maybe it's like a fallacy or something. A fallacy of some sort. Tiago, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Oh, hey, so close to a year. Yay! Almost 1 year. It is efficient, see? Thank you again for being a human. Or Chuman. I thought I renamed the tiers, but I guess not. Thank you for being a member for 11 months. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me. Wait, really? The shrines do seem very calming. The shrines are very calming. And if you have like an afternoon or two, I do highly recommend going to their parks too. I didn't get to go to Ueno Park, but Ueno Park seemed really nice. You should also go try out Shinjuku Park, Shinjuku Gyoen. That one was also really nice. The parks there are gorgeous, very big. There's a lot of people who will be laying in the grass and everything like that. I think you should go and try. Deer Park? I don't know about the Deer Park. I know that's on Nara, but I've never gone. Crazy that it's been a year already, almost. Yeah, almost a year. Holy shit. I felt so bad in front of a no eating sign, but yeah, nobody give a fuck. But it's good to be mindful. Yeah, it's good to be mindful like of specific things. Like maybe don't talk on the phone on the train. I know that's like the like number one like frown upon thing. Don't talk on the phone on the train. I guess don't talk too loud on the train because I also personally don't like that, but you know, you can do whatever you want. I hold myself in the Northeast US because I want snow plus ocean. If I went to Japan, I hold myself up in Hokkaido. Why not? I need to go to Hokkaido still. I've never gone. I would like to go to Hokkaido, maybe at the end of the year or something. I have a pretty rough year ahead, at least from what I can see, and I will talk about it in a little bit, but yeah. Can't wait for the 1 year badge up here. Yeah! Delta, thank you for being a member for 11 months. Almost a year of you, Lucky. Crazy indeed. Crazy dayo. Thank you for being a member for 11 months. I need to get membership rewards rolling. I'm really sorry about that. I've been dealing with a lot behind the scenes, and I've been dealing a lot with you know, just stuff in my personal life. Let's see. What was I saying? Oh, and then I went to the lesbian bar in Shinjuku after that with my friend, but I only got to go there for like an hour. Because we needed to make the last train, and my friend's last train was 11:30, and I got there at like what? I got there at like 10:30, so we got like an hour at least. Do they have like fortune tellers in Japan? Because I want to go there for funsies. They do. They do have fortune tellers in Japan. There are some that do English too, or at least they'll have like a translation tool. I want to go to Korea and visit a shaman. Like I want to go to one of those shamans. I don't know if you guys have seen like Battle of Fates. I want to like visit like a Korean shaman and see what they tell me. They seem really accurate, so. Battle of Faith, yeah. Like the ones with like they have the fans and then they have the bells and then they start chanting and they're like, I think that's so cool. I mean, it's either I go to the UK or Japan. I think you should go to Japan. I feel like as long as you match the vibe, you'll be okay. Just match the vibe, it's okay. Korean folk shaman musok. Yeah, musok. They had an interview. They had an event in my country recently. Is it No Subi? The Gen Z shaman? No Subi, right? I think I know exactly who you're talking about. And then she interviewed a comedian. I saw that TikTok on my For You page. I want to meet No Subi so bad. She's so pretty. And I also want to meet No Subi so bad. But I probably can't meet her if I'm not like a celebrity or something. Mudang, Musok surprise. Yeah, Mudang. I would like to eventually also learn Korean. And then maybe like try and get to a semi-fluent place with like Korean, Japanese, improve on my Chinese. Maybe pick up a bit of Cantonese or Hokkien. I wouldn't even think that she was a shaman. She is. She's cool. I guess if I was born in Korea, I probably would have been a shaman or something. Do you guys know that I'm like a little bit psychic? And I'm not, that's not like a bit. I am a little bit psychic. And I didn't realize this until I talked about it to like a friend of mine. But sometimes some parts of my like psychic abilities, is like pertaining to love, and I didn't even mean for that to be like a thing. So what I mean by some of my psychic abilities pertain to love is I can tend to suss out like when people have connections with each other, like romantic connections, and sometimes I can also feel whether or not they're gonna last, right? Or like how it's gonna unfold. So for example, I remember I was like, this was one really specific encounter that I had, but I remember I was scrolling on Instagram, and because I had these two friends who to my knowledge have never met, right? And I saw their profile side by side, and I thought to myself offhandedly, I was like, huh, they look like they would be a good couple, right? And that was just like a passing thought. I was like, huh, these two look like they would be a good couple. So then I was like, didn't really think much of it, and I scrolled on. And like maybe a month later, they met in person, because I mean, obviously the place that I come from, the city that I come from is really small. If you already have a couple of mutuals with somebody, the likelihood of you meeting is already pretty high. So they met and then they started dating like 1 month after that too. And for some reason I called that, but I also knew that they weren't gonna last. Unfortunately, I kind of like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like a gut feeling, right? Either that or like I'll suddenly get like a little bit of a feeling like, oh, I think my friend and her boyfriend broke up, or you know, even though they've never like posted anything on social media or they've never given any like indication otherwise, sometimes I'll text my friend and go, hey, like, are you and this person okay? And she replies and she goes, oh, like we broke up today. And I'm like, oh, I didn't even know. And that's happened to me more than once, by the way. Sometimes my friends will introduce me to their partners or anything like that, and I'll like, you know, I don't really talk to their partners, but then like sometimes I'll suddenly get a feeling and I go, ooh, like, is something not going well? And then I reply and I go, hey, is everything okay? And they go, oh, not really, something like that. I don't know, I can't get into too much detail. But those are like usually for my IRL friends, right? When it comes to online friends, I can't tell as well because I'm not around them as much as my IRL friends. So I also knew that my best friend and her girlfriend were gonna get together before they even knew it themselves, because I was like, my best friend, and I think I've told the story before, my best friend didn't know if her girlfriend, her crush at the time, even liked girls. And then she sat down with me and she goes, hey, I need to tell you something. And I was like, what's up? And she goes, you know, I really like this person, but she's only ever liked guys and she's never ever said that she liked girls. And I don't know if I have a shot. And I go, please be so fucking serious with me right now. Look at that girl. Okay, short hair, only wears boy clothes. I said, look at her and tell me that you think she's straight. Was about to ask if your abilities could apply to a meet grade. No, I don't think it transfers well online. So I don't have that ability for like people that I know online. I was like, look at that girl and tell me that she's straight. She's like, oh, I don't know. Gift of prophecy for lesbians. Yeah, basically. Oh, and another thing that it extends into, another thing that my kind of psychic abilities extend into, so there's that branch of it. The other branch of it is when when I do tarot readings for people, I do tend to, I guess, tap into their energy, right? And when I do these, and I think I've done this live before, sometimes when I do these, I can pick up on their physical ailments and what they're experiencing, in real time, like in terms of their physical like state and being, right? And so sometimes I'll be doing a reading for a friend or a person, and I go, ooh, like, and I'll suddenly feel like a pressure or like a phantom pain in one of my body parts. And I'll go, okay, I don't know if this is me or if this is them, because sometimes my body just aches, right? So sometimes I'll ask, I'll go, hey, like, does your leg hurt right now? Or I'll go, hey, do you sleep in a weird position, because my shoulder really hurts? And this is from a real conversation I had with a friend. I remember I was doing a tarot reading for my friend, and I was talking to them about their reading, and I suddenly go, are you sitting in a weird way right now? Right? And they go, oh, yes, why? And I go, yeah, because my hip hurts. Stop that, sit up straight. And they go, oh shit, I am sitting really weirdly right now. Like, they were sitting, like, their thighs or their legs were on the table and they were like scrunched over in their chair. I was like, stop that, I can feel it, sit up straight. And then I paused and I went, have you drank water at all today? And they go, no. I was like, drink some water because my head hurts and I cannot do this reading. Because I was picking up on their ailments. I don't know how to say it without sounding insane. Wait, let me see. Why does everything feel like high school even as an adult? I don't know. I think that we're constantly in the process of learning and unlearning things that were harmful and hurtful to us, and that might be the reason everything feels like high school even as adults. It's because like everybody's maturity gets reset a little bit every time we go through something hurtful. At least that's what I think. You have a gator shows a vest involved into being psychic. Yeah, basically. I can speak to supernatural beings. Unfortunately, I'm glad I don't have the ability to see them. But I can't speak and they react as violently or just back off. I am glad I can't see them. But yeah, and then I was doing a reading for another friend, and I pause it and go, does your shoulder hurt right now? And they go, shit, yeah, how do you know that? I was like, yeah, I can feel it. And they go, oh my, and they were like, you're freaking me the fuck out. Hey, what can I say? What can I say? What can I say? Right? What can I say? What can I say? Sometimes I can get it wrong though, and it can be me, but I like to ask just in case so that I can like tell them immediately to fix it so that I don't keep feeling their ailment, or I can be like, hey, sit up straight, unstrip your back, straighten your back, make it straight so that I stop feeling that pain in my lower back. And if it's me, then I can adjust it, right? But yeah. Anyways, what else was I saying? Oh yeah. So we were at the lesbian bar in Shinjuku Nichome, right? I meet up with my friend. My friend is like blitzed, right? And mind you, okay, so there's this thing called the gay pour, and I'm not being homophobic, okay? Walk with me on this. Hold my hand and walk with me on this, okay? There's something called the gay pour, and what I mean by that is for some fucking reason, right? Gay bars like pour a shit ton of alcohol into their drinks and like somehow never taste like alcohol. Dude, I remember the one time I went to a gay bar here, right, in my country, and I was like, I'll get a blue, like, I don't know what the fuck it was called. It's like a Blue Island or something, right? And they're like, okay, Blue Island, coming right now. And it's in like one of those plastic cups. It's not that huge, one of those plastic cups. I drank a third of it and I got drunk the entire fucking night. I don't know what the hell was in that, okay? I drank a third of it, not even all of it. I drank a third of it and I nearly passed the fuck out. It was like 80% vodka or something. Okay, so my friend is Bliss, and the first bar she went to was like a gay bar. And she walks out holding this cup of like, I don't know what it is. It's like bright orange. And she goes, Lucky! Was it Curacao? Maybe. She goes, Lucky! Oh my god, it's so nice to see you. I'm so sorry I lost your scarf. Because this friend is also somebody that I met last time in Tokyo at the lesbian bar. Same lesbian bar, okay? And it's funny because when I first saw her across the bar, like, I think it was a little bit before midnight or a little bit after midnight. This was New Year's Eve and I was there alone. And I saw her across the bar and she was like making out with someone the entire night. She was like tongues in each other's mouths. She was like super fucking drunk. She was leaning on this girl and she was like, like, you know, I was like, holy fuck. And I saw her like from forever away and I was like, holy fuck. I saw her from across the bar. She was like making out with this person. She was like, you know, like just making out for like long periods of time. And I was like, this girl is crazy. And then we ended up next to them and she like leans in, she goes, oh my god, I love your hair. And I'm like, oh my god, thank you. And then we all started talking and I didn't really get to talk to her, like the girl that she was making out with. I know her name was like, I don't know, I don't want to dox her, but like I knew she was like, the girl that she was making out with was like 40 or something and she looked like she was 25. And I was like, whoa. She looked like she was like, oh, the girl that I'm friends with, she was like, guess how old she is? I was like, oh, like, I don't know, 28. She goes, no, I'm 40. And I was like, what? That's crazy. Anyways, we get in the bar and like we only have like maybe less than an hour. So-called girly drinks will get you absolutely smashed with no efforts because they're delicious. Anyone who says bad things about them is just a hater. True. Guys, if you want to get smashed at a bar, get a girly drink, okay? Just down that shit. Don't think about like, oh my god, it's so girly, it has a little umbrella in it. Shut the fuck up and drink your goddamn girly drink, okay? Shut the fuck up and drink your frozen margarita slush, tropical, Zara Larson, battery acid, dolphin emoji drink, okay? Shut the fuck up and drink it. All right, do you want to be drunk or not? If you do, you're gonna man up and you're gonna drink that fruity fucking drink. Okay? Listen to me. Anyways, what was it? Hi Lucky, welcome back, come back. Yeah, so just go to the girly, get the girly drink. All right, get that Zara Larson midnight sun like fucking dolphin emoji pink umbrellas rainbows drink. All right, and that shit's gonna have 10,000 grams of sugar and you're gonna fucking like it. Anyways, what was I saying? All right, we go in and the really like, okay, so there was like a pretty, there's a regular that goes there often, and I was eyeing them the whole time I was there last time, but I was too scared to say anything. Number one, because they were surrounded by people, and number two, because they were also making out with another girl, so I was like, okay, never mind. So the same butch that I was eyeing the last time walks into the bar. And I was like, wait, they're back. Aha! But like we were so far apart that I couldn't talk to them. And then as we were leaving, me and my friend was leaving, and my friend is wearing like, she's basically wearing like kind of like an outer, and her top is barely visible. By the way, her top underneath is barely visible. It's like maybe like a plain purple top, right? But it's low cut. You can see her boobs. Her boobs are awesome. Okay, whatever. Okay, my friend is hot. My friend is really hot. Okay, if she had asked me, I would have made out with her. All right. That's besides the point. So she's wearing like an outer, like kind of like a little jacket or like a button up, and then like underneath is like maybe like a tube, not even a tube top. Like you can barely see her top. Okay, it's like a dark purple, like really plain. So we passed by, and it's okay. This is important. This is an important detail. We passed by that butch, and that butch leans down and talks to her as she passes, and she's like, "Oh my god, thank you." And I get out, and she looks at me. She goes, "Oh my god," and I was like, "What?" And then she goes, "That butch over there told me she liked my top." And we all, me and our other friend and her, we all look down at her chest, and we go, "What top?" Because it's not even really visible. Like she is wearing a top, she is covered up, but the top is so unremarkable because it's just plain. We all look down, we go, "What top?" And then my friend goes, "She was talking about my boobs." No, I go, she was talking about your boobs." And my friend was like, "Yeah." It was so funny. It was so funny because it's like, if you wanted to be like, "Nice boobs," you could have just said that. Which is like, "I like your top." And then we were all like, what? Because we looked down and we're like, "What top, man?" You can find that top in any store, any Uniqlo. It's so funny. Anyways, and then we walked to Shinjuku Station and then we went home. But that was really fun. I thought that was really fun. You're so real, twin. No. I'm just saying. Because the other girl that we were there with, I met the same night. So basically, what was it? Oh yeah, the other girl that we met there, I met the same night. Because she and my friend had met at the gay bar first, and they were like, "Oh my god, I'm going to a lesbian bar, do you want to come?" And the other girl was like, "Yeah, of course." And she's also sapphic, she also likes women, right? So then we get into the bar, and in order to get to this lesbian bar, you have to order a drink. So I was like, okay, I'll get like a shochu or something like that. And then I was like, oh, I kind of want a soda though, but I'll get a shochu. And then the other girl that I'm not really friends with, the new girl, okay, I'll just call her that, the new girl goes, "Oh, then I'll order, like, what do you like? Do you like a Sprite? Do you like a cola?" I go, "Oh, I like a cola." So she orders a cola for me. She was like, "No, I'm just ordering it for you." I was like, what? I was like, wait, actually, stop! You're making me blush. She orders a cola for me, and she was like, "No, I ordered it for you." I was like, "Oh my god, stop!" And I'm like, I'm biting my nail, and I'm like, "Oh my god, stop!" And so we walk into the bar, and it's really crowded, and then somebody puts their hand on my back, and I like startle a bit, and I think she felt it because she was like, "Oh no, like that's me, that's my hand on your back," and I'm like, "Oh, okay. Oh, thank you for telling me." She goes, "Not that I'm," she's like, "I don't want you to get freaked out." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, no, of course." And she goes, "No, not that I would be opposed to touching you." I was like, oh, my camera dropped. Whoopsies. She goes, "Not that I would be opposed to touching you. I just wanted to let you know, that it's my hand on your back." And I was like, wait. I was like, wait. What that mean? What that mean? What that mean? She's like, not that I would be opposed to touching you. I was like, oh. Oh my god, it's so funny. But yes. What else? What else happened? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of more stories. Oh, there was a like yakiniku lemon sour place that I've been meaning to go to ever since like I saw it on like the internet on TikTok. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a TikTok fiend. All right, I sit there with drool dripping down my lips, scrolling on TikTok for hours. I finally got to go to the place that I wanted to go. Did you kiss any beautiful girls on your trip? No. No, I didn't. I think at this point, I'm going to die a nun or something. It's fine, okay? I'm going to join a convent and I'm gonna have nice, beautiful long hair that I'm never going to touch, right? I'm never going to bleach or dye or curl ever again. And I'm going to join a convent and I'm going to die alone. Surrounded by beautiful women, probably. I don't know. The run back will be insane, don't worry. That's crazy. That's okay, Lucky. Maybe next time. Yeah, guys, next time for sure. Was the place good? It was really good. Okay, sorry. So there's this place. I think I can talk about it. I think it's called a nomi hodai or something. I was telling my friend about it and she was like, oh, there's a nomi hodai. And I was like, oh, I don't know what that is. But basically it's a all you can drink for, I think you can choose between 60 or 90 minutes. You can choose between like 16 minutes, 90 minutes, or like 2 hours or something like that. And so it's basically a lemon sour place with yakiniku, so you like there's a grill in front of your face, and then for the lemon sours you get like syrups, so it's called 0-second lemon sour or something like that. You can Google it. There's multiple branches across Tokyo. There's multiple branches across Tokyo. But my friends and I went to like the same branch. I went there 3 times on my trip, and my trip was only like 5 days, by the way. It was that good. Okay, I don't know what they put in the fucking lemon sours, but I got and I'm not a lightweight, by the way. I'm really not. I got like blitzed like every single time. I don't even know how. Like on my second or third glass, I would be like, oh my god, you're so funny. Okay, and the thing is like I was still like aware, so I wasn't doing anything crazy, but I knew that I was like speaking a little bit differently, and I was also like, you know, more like like more open, you know, and everything. So I'm like, oh my god, you're so funny, or something like that, right? Or I'll be like, what? You know, I feel so bad for my friend because every single time we went, I just got like blitzed, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I need to be like, hey, sorry for getting drunk again. You know, I mean, I think we were both drunk, but I can't tell because my friend like held it better than me, and I was like, oh, okay, all right. And I drank like 4 or 5 every single time, and I would get so blitzed. It's because of the syrups that they can add into the lemon sour. So they give you like a little menu, and they go, you can choose 2 syrups. So I would choose the cassis grape, and I'll choose like the ramune or the lemon one, the like classic lemon syrup, and then the cassis grape. And the grape syrup is so good. It makes it taste like juice. So when you like you drink it, it tastes like soda. It's like you end up like chugging it down and you don't realize it's alcohol, and then it hits you and you're like, oh fuck, and then pairing that with like the greasy meat. Oh, I miss that place. I want to go back so bad. Dude, I was gonna go alone if my friend didn't want to go with me. I was like, you know what, I'll just go alone. I want it to be my last meal here. So it was in fact my last meal in Tokyo. And it was so bad because I got back from that place to my hotel at like 11 o'clock or something, or 11:30, and I had to be at the airport the next morning at 6 a.m. And I made it in time. Luckily, I made it in time. I really genuinely thought I wasn't going to, but I made it to the airport with like a couple of minutes. Like I made it to my gate, like as it opened, like for boarding. And that's never happened to me before because I'm so paranoid that I usually make it to the airport like at least 3 hours before boarding. okay? And then there's enough time for me to sit there and be like, and then charge my iPad or whatever. But I was like, I slept at like 1 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. and I like rushed to the airport, and then I got there and I got on the plane and I knocked the fuck out. I sleep on the plane. I have this thing where like when I sleep, my mouth like falls open, so I end up snoring. And a couple of times when I snored, I snorted, so it would be like that. Not even kidding, like that, but a lot louder. I feel like because it was in an airplane, it was a lot louder. So I felt so fucking embarrassed every time it happened by accident. I mean, like, I can't help it. I'm falling asleep, right? But then I would like, and then I would like wake up immediately because my own snoring would wake me up. And I would like jerk awake and I would like pretend that nothing happened and hope that nobody looked at me. But I knew people knew where it was coming from. So I was like, guys, please. And it happened like 3 times maybe. Kind of adorable. No, but the thing is, I was worried about annoying the people around me. So I was like, guys, please don't look at me. Please, I'm gonna kill myself. And also there were like 3 crying babies on the entire flight. Okay, it was like they took turns crying and they were like crying non-stop. They'd be like, and then they would stop and another baby would start up. And then like sometimes 2 babies would like duet or something and have a chorus going on, and I would be in the backseat like, oh my fucking god. I'd rather have snoring than 3 crying babies. Unfortunately for them, we had all 4. Oh hell no, yeah. And one of the babies, quote unquote, was like a toddler. I know because I saw the toddler after the flight and he was crying the exact same way as he was on the plane. And I was like, you're too fucking old to be crying like that. I'm sorry. Like, toddlers cry like a newborn baby is crazy. He was just crying because his parents wouldn't let him like pull the luggage along or something. And the luggage is like bigger than him, by the way. And I'm like, dude, can you just be a toddler and stop fucking crying? You're not an infant anymore. Look at me. I'm anti-toddler. I'd rather be surrounded on all sides by snorers than a single crying baby. No, you know what? Fair. Me too. At least snorers, you can just kind of like drown them out. With a crying baby, it's so high-pitched and like piercing that it like pierces your eardrums and you're like, oh fuck! Like that. You know what I mean? So, that was my trip. I had a lot of fun though. This trip was crazy. I had a lot of fun, and when I got back home, I started crying. I started crying when I got home because I was so sad. I was just really sad to be home, and I just felt like maybe my trip wasn't long enough, and because of that, I was really, really upset. But I don't know, I was really, really upset, and so I like, glad you had a good time. Thank you. Yeah, I got home and I like genuinely, like, I don't know why, I sat down in my room and I just started bawling my eyes out, and I was like just crying and crying and crying. I was like, I don't want to be home. Which sucks. Obviously, it's not a good feeling, but oh well. That just means the trip was really good, right? That's such a fair feeling, yeah. I think it's also just to do with the fact that I have a lot going on in my personal life too, that like coming home made it real, because I was just like kind of not really ignoring it, but like putting a band-aid over it for, you know, those few days. Because at least for me, and this is gonna sound really like, how do I say this? Is this gonna sound like really place Japan or like thing Japan of me? But just hear me out, okay? At least when I'm in Tokyo, I feel like people see me as me, right? They see me as who I actually am. They see me as, you know, somebody who is the people that like, you know, the people that like are around me or that meet me or run into me. Because when my friend and I were at the yakiniku place, the Namisara place, we were sitting down, we were eating and everything, and then the table next to us the girl next to us, right, in another table, she leans over to me and she goes, "One-san, kakoi yo." Like, she was like looking at me, she's gesturing at my tattoos and my like my general self. She was like, "You're very cool, very pretty, very cool." And I was like, "Really?" And I was like, oh my god, thank you, what is she? Like, you know, and I was like, you know, you too, and everything. So when I was in Tokyo, I felt like I could actually be myself, and I felt like I was seen for myself, like for who I really am, for like who I am without any of my external attachments, without like, who am I as a daughter? Who am I as a sister? Who am I as a friend? Like, I mean, not the friend part. Who am I as a daughter? Who am I as a sister? Who am I as a contributing member of society or something like that? I can be who I am. Yeah, there's no expectations. I just have to fulfill who I am, right? And I'm able to actually genuinely, authentically be myself, because when I am back home, I feel like I have to stifle a lot of who I am and my personality. I have to dial everything down to be more palatable, to be like to basically like come across like quote unquote normal. When I'm overseas, when I'm on my own, traveling on my own, or when I'm in Tokyo at least, I feel like I can be seen as who I am and who I really am. And to me, that feels like somebody that's cool, somebody that's self-assured, dependent, reliable, trustworthy, somebody who is maybe a little bit like, you know, cool, right? I already said that, I think. And then when I got home, the reality kind of hit me that like I felt like I have to hide who I am again, because the reality of the society that I live in is that you can't really be outside of the box. You have to fit into everybody's expectations of you. You have to fit into society's expectations of you. You have to be this person or that person. You have to be, you know, you have to be a faithful daughter. You have to be straight. You have to be this. You have to be that. You have to be whatever, right? And it sucks, because to me it feels like I have to dull myself down and also be seen as somebody that I'm not actually. I'm not. And maybe that somebody is somebody that even my family doesn't see. Sorry, this is getting really serious, but like I want to talk about it because I have a lot of feelings about it, and like being able to talk about it to you guys at least is kind of like my form of therapy. Not that I'm trauma dumping on you guys, but at least I get to talk about it with somebody that understands, and that's you, right? You can be yourself authentically instead of dealing with people who are familiar and have expectations of you. Yeah, basically. There's no expectations of me, right? That was me when I was studying in the UK and joined the LGBT club. They helped me be more comfortable with who I am inside. Now I'm back in my home country, I have to mask it. Exactly, right? It's okay, say a piece. I feel the same way, Lucky. I'm here for you guys too. It's okay, we're here for you. Thank you. So when I'm back home, it just kind of feels like I'm all these negative things. At least to my family. At least this is how I feel like my family sees me, is that number one, I'm a burden. Number two, oh, heavy. I feel like I'm just seen as a burden. I feel like I'm just seen as somebody who can't do anything, who can't, like, you know. And these are things that were directly said to me, by the way. Yeah, trauma dumping alert. These were things that were directly said to me, being like, you can't do anything, right? You can't do anything. You can do anything on your own. You're so immature, whatever, right? Because there's a huge part of my life that I had to raise myself. Because of that, I feel like I am a lot more immature. I feel like I may come across more mature sometimes, but I feel like at my core, I feel like I'm still very immature, and I'm still working on that, right? But I also feel like the mismatch of maturity comes from where I had to be hyper independent from a really young age. I was always the oldest, and I was seen as like the easier kid, so I was always left on my own. And I basically had to raise myself, or like, you know, teach myself how to do certain things. And because of that, obviously, when you're a child raising a child yourself, and even though that child is yourself, you skip certain things that are important, like emotional regulation or how to handle things without blowing it out and everything like that, right? So that's how I felt. But then coming home, I was just like, oh, like, these people don't see me. They don't see me. And these people being my family, they don't see me. They don't know me. They don't know who I am. They have all these expectations of me, and they don't know who I am. And it sucks. Because they're the people that are supposed to understand you the most, but they don't. They don't understand me. They don't know who I am. They don't know what I like. They would never understand, first of all, because my mom's a Christian and she hates gay people. That's not a laughing matter, I'm sorry, but like, you know, I'm the one suffering, so I should be able to laugh, right? Then there's like the whole thing with like mental illnesses and like developmental issues and everything, like ADHD. Before I went on my trip, I had the kind of like light bulb moment. I was like, I think I have OCD. I can talk about this part. in a more lighthearted manner, right? I can talk about this part in a more lighthearted manner. Before I went on my trip, I don't know what happened, but something connected in my brain. And I was like, I think I have OCD. Right? And then I text a friend. I remember I texted Shibi. Because Shibi was pretty open about her struggle with OCD publicly. So I texted her and I go, hey Shibi, you know, like, how did you get diagnosed with OCD? What was that like? You know, how is it like for you? She answers and she goes, blah, 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 blah. And I go, oh, I think I have OCD. Not even a second, like, not even 5 seconds later, she replies and she goes, girl, you definitely have OCD. I was like, oh! It was so funny. It does suck because it's hard when they don't say I know my son, his daughter, when they realize they don't know like what I suffer emotionally. Yeah, basically, she was like, girl, you definitely have OCD. And then every single friend that I told, like close friends of mine, so I told another person I told was my best friend of 11 years. I said, hey, I think I have OCD. Can't really say for sure right now because it's not diagnosed yet. And my friend goes, you definitely have OCD. I know you do. We are both the same. And I was like, what do you mean? You knew? And my friend goes, you didn't? No! Why did nobody tell me? Apparently I'm the last person on earth to find out. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so dealing with the realization that like I don't have the support that I so desperately want and need from my family, it really sucks. Because by the way, this happened like yesterday. I feel like I shouldn't be trauma dumping to you guys though. I'm here to be silly anime girl. I'm a little dog girlfriend. I'm not here to trauma dump on you guys. Right? Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. I'm just here to be your girlfriend. Woof, woof. What was I saying? Girl, trauma dump what you want. Okay. So I came to a realization recently that I really need to get back on meds, especially ADHD medicine, or at least like something for my ADHD and maybe OCD if I do have it. So I definitely need meds for my ADHD, right? The only issue that I have with that is that it's expensive. And on top of like my rehab and like everything else that I already have that I'm paying for, there's just no fucking way that I can pay for that too, right? Or at least no way that I can pay for it without like seriously hurting my pockets. So I was like, okay, for once, I'm going to suck up and ask for help. And this is really difficult of me to do because I don't like asking for help. I genuinely don't like asking for help because, again, like I've always been very independent and I don't like asking for help even for my friends or for anything, right? We're here for you and we're happy you feel comfortable. Of course I'm comfortable opening up to you guys. You guys are so sweet. Right. We're here to listen to you. Thank you. The Ghana perspective is a part of what we like about you. Really? You like me? Sorry. Being a good partner also means listening and helping when they need you to. That's true. What was I saying? I forgot. Oh yeah, so I was like, you know, ADHD medication is really expensive, especially if you go by the private route. So like private route, it's usually about like $300 each time. At least from what I remember, because in the past when I paid for it myself, it was like $300 each time. I was like, fucking hell, this is painful. So I decided to suck it up, right? And I asked my mom, and the only reason she knows that I have ADHD is because we had a previous fight. We had a really bad fight previously, and she was getting on my ass about forgetting something, and she goes, "Why the fuck do you keep forgetting things, huh? No, there has to be a reason. Why do you keep fucking forgetting things, blah, 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 blah." And like, by the way, this was over a really minor thing, like a really, really minor thing, okay? So she blew it out of proportion. So she was talking to me, and she was, I mean, not talking to me, she was yelling at me. She goes, "You can't do anything, right? Why can't you do anything?" And I go, "Well, I have ADHD. This is the first time in my life that I've told my family, well, my mom, that I have ADHD, right?" And I was like, I have ADHD, that's why I'm so forgetful, that's why I do make so many careless mistakes, that's why I can't remember things, that's why blah, 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 blah. And she goes, "Oh, is that a reason you can't do anything?" Oh, okay, girl, that's painful. So she goes, "Is that the reason you can't do anything?" I was like, "Oh, well, that's not." And for some reason, it seems like she thinks I'm the first person on earth to suffer from this. So I was like, no, ADHD is a developmental disorder. My brain is developed differently. And she goes, if you're so insistent on it being different, then let's get an MRI. For ADHD? An MRI? Because I was like, no, my brain is structured differently. I was like, she was like, no, then let's get an MRI. What'd that mean? What'd that mean? No, it's proven in studies that have been around longer than me. I was like, what'd that mean? She goes, no. And then I was like, no. So, and I asked her, I said like, no, I need medication. And she goes, no, you don't. What you need is to talk to me and your brother. I was like, huh? No, like medication would help me quieten down my brain so I can hold on to things long enough. She goes, no, you don't. You don't need it. You can solve it without meds. And I'm like, okay. I've raw dogged this thing for months, years actually. Sorry, not months, years. I've raw dogged this thing for years. You think I haven't tried? Look at how well it's going for me. Anyways, we had a massive argument over that, and then I just concluded it. And I went, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I said, I'll just figure it out on my own. I always have. Which is kind of sad, don't you think? There's just no way to convince some people in the older generation that you have brain difficulties and you're not willingly struggling for fun. Yeah, and then she was like, oh, when will it be recovered? When will you recover from it? It's not like something that you can just recover from. If my brain is structured differently, it's gonna be different my whole life. It's lifelong. You're not crazy, you don't need that. Yeah, I don't understand that like mindset. Therapy's never hurt anybody. Even if, by the way, this is my take on it. Even if you're neurotypical, even if you don't have any like diagnosed mental illnesses, therapy still helps. It still helps you to talk to somebody that is professionally licensed about things, especially if you're struggling. You don't need to be diagnosed with depression or anxiety or anything else. If you want and you feel like you need therapy, just go for it. You're not taking the resource away from anybody. You need to go, you go. All right? Listen to me. I feel like a lot of people can conceptualize mental disorders. They don't realize it's as bad as the physical ones. Yeah, exactly. Hey buddy, when is it going away? I need you to join a meeting. I know, right? Me like tucking it away and putting it in a suitcase and like locking it up and going, all right, it's gone now. I'm recovered. Boop. That'd be 10 cents. Oh, okay. How do I pay it? Yeah, it just sucks. And I just resolved to like, I just resolved that I will be alone in this and that I will, you know, figure it out on my own. Oh, I don't want to cry. That's the way that it, fuck. That's the way it's been all my life. I've always resolved things on my own. I've always figured things out on my own. I can figure this out on my own too. It's okay. I already knew that I couldn't really rely on them anyway. So, it's okay. I'll figure it out on my own. And if I ever struggle, I will talk to you guys about it. I will. So anyways, I need to make an appointment soon. But yeah, I'll need to. It's okay. I think at the very most, what I'm gonna do is I'm probably going to save, like maybe I'll open a credit card and put my medical bills on there, and then pay it off the following month when I can, because I never know how much to anticipate how much it's gonna cost. So probably what I'll do is that, like, I'll open a credit card for my medical bills and then pay it off the following month. Oh, do you know what the worst part is? The worst part is when I was already talking to my mom about like struggling to pay for the meds. I was like, okay, help me pay. Like I can't do it right now. Like, at least until I find like a steadier job, right? She goes, no. Also, you need to start paying for the household bills. I was like, oh, okay. So you want me to, like, I don't know, struggle even more? Sure. Again, HMO, what's that? Eventually, you reach a point where you have someone who supports you like us. I have you guys, so I'm not that lonely. You don't have to go through it alone. You'll always have us. Thank you. So I'm really sorry if like I seem less happy or chipper. Like I've been struggling with a lot. But I can see the other end of it. I think that there's nobody that can save me but myself. So I will do just that. I will save myself. Open a credit card, ask the bank about the minimum monthly obligated payment and just pay that. True. You might find out there are public programs near you to support. So there are like, okay, there is like subsidized medical stuff, but if I go the public route, which is subsidized, it does take a couple of months to even get to see a psychiatrist. So what I might do is just keep going for the private one and then eventually ask them for like a prescription that I can just take to a pharmacy or something. Be careful with the credit card. You don't want to rack up debt. It racks up fast. That's true. I don't want to. There might be other options like line of credit which have lower interest rate than CC if you can't pay in full monthly. I'll try. I'll need to call the clinic that I went to and ask them if, I think what I can do is ask them for like a referral to a public doctor or something, and then I'll just pay them that. I don't know if they will let me do that though, because they probably want to keep me, right? Because of how expensive they are. But it's okay. Thank you guys for reassuring me. Aw, you guys are so sweet. Yeah, it's just that like each month, right? Like a month's dosage would be like at least $300. So consultation, I found my invoice from the time I went 3 years ago. Consultation alone for 15 minutes costs $130. And then I'm assuming that my meds, which would be probably Concerta or like some ADHD meds, would run me up about another $200. So that would be about like $330 per month. And then that's not counting the bills that I have. My phone bill is around $70 a month. Don't ask me why it's so much. My phone bill is around $70 a month. And then I usually have like to pay back something. So I have to pay back my phone. Yeah, together my phone is about like $140. So I have to pay back the phone itself, which is another $80. I have to pay back also, oh, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Maybe I should keep raw dogging it or something. Another $80 for I need to pay off another thing that was another $80. And I usually have like a pay back my debt, which is like another $100-ish for like my car rides. That's reimbursed by my company, so that's like a different thing. And then I have like some other thing to pay back for, that's another like $50. So in total, my bills come up to like $400 and then $300 maybe. I'm gonna cut it off at $300. That's like the round off. The car rides are reimbursed by my company, so that's not inside that, but I have another thing to pay off, so that's about $300. And then not counting the meds itself would probably be around another $300, so that's about $600 a month. Mind you, I only get paid $2,000 a month, so yeah. If the consultation you can cover yourself, but the meds can be partially or fully covered through the public option, that would be ideal. If the credit card costs over months, do it not on a credit card. True. Local social workers to get, oh no, not yet. Maybe I should do that. But yeah, no, I might go the public route and see how long it takes me, and then maybe I'll just like play the waiting game if I really have to. So I'll probably need to go to like a general practitioner or a clinic and then be like, hey, can I get a referral, please? And they'll be like, okay, fine. Can you claim meds for tax? Probably not. I know that my company has like a medical insurance thing. I also do believe I have insurance, but I don't really know a lot about that, so I need to double check. But I'll probably play the waiting game just because like maybe what I'll do is I'll go back to this is bad. Maybe I'll go back to the the private clinic for 1 more month and then get like 1 month's worth of meds, ration that out over however long it's gonna be to wait and get a measure out how long it's gonna take me to get to see a public doctor, ration those meds out over that period of time, and then when I finally see a public doctor, I'll be able to like, hey, can I get the meds please? And then they'll be like, okay. If you're not sure about financing, be upfront with the doctor's office about what you can afford. They may also have a program of their own to assist you. Oh, that's good. That's good thinking. Maybe I should try. Maybe I should look it up actually. But yeah, anyways, so I was really sad when I came home. As you can tell, I was really sad when I came home. Just for a variety of reasons, but for those reasons mainly. But you know what? It's okay. It never hurts to ask. Yeah, it never hurts to ask. Damn, what the fuck? I opened Skeb. I had Skeb open and then the first thing was like, porn. That's crazy. I'm sure you'll find something out, Lucky. Everything's gonna be okay. Thank you! Thank you for being so nice. I still need to unpack my luggage, actually. I'm sorry things have been so rough at home lately. Thank you. I'm sure everything will work out. I'm glad you had a nice time and I'm sorry that coming home felt like a smack in the face for you. Oh, that's such a nice way to put it. Thank you. Nice. Yeah. The Skep temptation. No, I can't. I have like a very strict thing with Skeb is that like I will not commission something unless I need it for a specific thing. That's why I use art a lot actually. I don't think I've ever indulged. I wish I could though. I don't usually indulge in Skeb unless I like really need it for something. So yes, it's just like because I need to save the money, man. So I can't. Wish I could, can't. I just have it open because I like looking at it. All this talk about this trip makes me want to go south to Myrtle Beach. I call it my US home, but I consider it my US home, but too little snow for me to stay there. Aww, you should go. Go on a trip. It's nice for you. Next time I go to Tokyo, or next time I go to Japan, I would like to go visit more like nature places. Maybe like Mount Fuji or like Kamikochi or like not Nagoya, Hakone or something. I think that would be nice. You have a lot on your plate, so I hope things improve soon. Thank you. That really means a lot to me. I hope so too. One day. Myrtle Beach is really lovely. I love walking down the beach. South Carolina's coast is generally lovely in my opinion. Oh, that sounds nice. I would like to visit one day. I think if ever I wanted to move to someplace, I feel like Canada would be pretty nice. I hear that Canada has really nice like nature. I really like nature, so I would love to like move to a place with a lot of nature. I was thinking about this. I was like, oh, I would love to move to Japan, but I don't know if that's feasible. I mean, I feel like it's definitely more feasible than moving to Canada, of all places, but we'll see. I have a lot of things that I need to consider before I can even think about moving. Nature's nice, but the job market sucks. Really? I feel like the job market sucks everywhere right now. No? Let's see. But yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be okay. Thank you for worrying about me too. I'll be okay. The whole world economy is depressed. Yeah, the job market is gonna doom everywhere. Yeah, Canada's pretty. Yeah, Canada seems pretty. I would like to move to some place that has a lot of nature. Specifically, I want it to have more like rivers and creeks, so I can just like lay down in the creek or something and float along, and then maybe have my head bash into the rock and I just bleed out and die, and somebody finds my bloated corpse like 2 weeks later. Oh wait, did somebody donate? I can hear the noise, the sound. Wait, where's my Ko-fi? I can hear it, but I can't see the... No! Wait. Wait, let me log into let me log into my Ko-fi to look at it. Oh, Thiago, thank you. Let me look at it. Let me look at it. Where is my page? Your page. Let's go. Your mama. Help the dog. Thiago, thank you for the dono. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh, Lucky, if you ever get to ride long distance trains, Empire build Southwest Chief, if you come to the US, it's really worth it. They have an observation car for the night sky. Really? That sounds so cool. Also, I didn't get to buy Gunpla. I just remembered. I knew I was forgetting something. I had a lot on my mind during the trip, so I couldn't go and buy Gunpla. I just remembered I was supposed to go and get it. I'm sorry. I will find it online and I will order it so that we can do it online. I mean, on stream. Again, Thiago, thank you for the dono. Thank you. Help the dog. Thank you for helping. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe I'll have like a monthly goal for like my meds or something. Would that be crazy? If I had like a monthly goal for my meds. Wouldn't that be crazy? Help your streamer be less Minhera or something. Maybe a lazy river on a floaty is a better compromise. You don't want me to bash my head into a rock and then find my dead bloated body in the river? What the fuck, man? Appalachian Mountain. You know, there was a period of time where I was obsessed with the Appalachians. I'm not even kidding. I remember I was watching like some documentaries on the Appalachians and I was like, whoa. Like I was literally sitting there going, whoa. Meow, 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 meow. Lucky, if you ever get to ride long distance train, you have an observation car for the night. I already read that. I don't know why I keep reading it again. Oh, that sounds cool though. I never knew that US had like long distance trains. I thought you just flew everywhere or like drove everywhere. Set 6-7 for 67 joules. I'm going to kill you. Girl, we're here to support you and I can't think of better ways to do that than getting you to funds literally live. Thank you. Why are you guys so nice to me? Why are you guys so nice to me? Maybe I should reset the goal like now or something. And then if it hits, I can go and like schedule myself in for like, what is it? Maybe I can schedule myself in for, wait, what's this? So cute. An appointment. That's the only trains we have for 90% of the country. They're low, so not very popular. Oh, I see. Want to see me do it again? No! The car lobby destroyed passenger rail in this country, but Amtrak was created by the government to salvage the leftovers. Destroyed? Why? I mean, we have trains, but they're generally slower than driving and it's nowhere near as interconnected as it should be. Which is crazy to me, because the country that I'm from, you can get anywhere with a train. And if you can't get to a certain place, you can get there with a bus. You can. So. Because they want to sell cars, so lobbying happens. That sucks. I wish. And also, like, Japan is also the same, where like it's super interconnected by trains. Even if it's confusing, Google Maps will set you right. Okay, if you're ever about to go to Japan and you're worried about the trains, do not worry. Just go to Google Maps and search in like let's say you want to get to Shibuya Station. Just type in Shibuya Station, and then from your location, they're gonna show you where to walk and then what train and what platform to take. And then you can take that platform, take that from that platform, take the train, and then go like, you know, wherever you need to go. So don't worry too much. I miss the public transit in Japan so much. I know, me too. Oh, Kaya! Hi, Kaya! Hi, Kaya! Hi, Raiders! Thank you for the raid! Hi! My name is Lucky Love Shot. I am a Cupid dog VTuber of Happy Love, and I hope that you guys are doing well. Hello, Kaya! Hi, Raiders! How are you guys doing? Hello! Welcome in! My name is Lucky Love Shot. I already introduced myself, but I thought that, you know, maybe introducing myself again would be good I don't know, Juju. What were you guys doing? Hello, Heal Raid. Hello, hello. What were you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. What were you guys doing? What were you guys up to? Hello, hi Kaya. I hope you're doing well. Watching Kaya play trivia is Zatsu. Yay! I'm also Zatsuing right now. We were doing trivia? What kind of trivia? Oh, Kaya, you're not modded? Let me mod you right now. Add as moderator, standard. There you go. I hope you're having a great stream, Lucky. I miss you too. Message me, okay? Message me anytime. I miss you too. I'm really bad at, I've been really bad with DMs recently, just because I've had so much going on, but I'm going to try and reply more. But just message me anytime, okay? Message me. Bet. Yes, bet. And if you need my personal account, let me know, because I probably reply better there. Just because it's always on my phone and my phone is permanently glued to my hand, so I probably will see. Wrenched. Yeah, get wrenched. Okay, but what if you introduce yourself again just to be sure? I don't know, maybe we should. Oh, let me think. Did I delete it? No, I didn't. I just didn't put it up. I want to do a Street Fighter 6 stream, like maybe in a couple of hours. I'll just have to see how I feel, because I have a couple of things that I need to do today before I go back to work. So like I need to unpack my luggage, and then I need to, I think maybe I'm going to sort out my room too. So I'm gonna like throw away a lot of things that I need to throw away. And then I'm going to just generally have to like clean up my room, vacuum and everything, but I'm also just like, I don't want to do anything. I really don't. Juri Han? Oh? Juri Han who? 누구세요? Oh! Juri Han Street Fighter. I don't know why my mind immediately went to like Mystic Messenger for some reason. I saw Juri and I was like, yeah, Juri is really hot. I'm a Cammy main though. I used to main Juri. I got to bronze with Juri and then I got stuck and I was like, I'm just gonna play Cammy instead, and then I'm still stuck in Iron with Cammy, so I was ranking. Yeah, no, I got to Juri to bronze, and then I just couldn't progress for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe I need to go back to Juri or something, because like Cammy isn't working out very well either. But I feel like I'm better at Cammy than Juri, because I played a couple of rounds with my friend who's master, like master rank, by the way. Insane friend. I got my ass beat black and blue. Okay, I got my ass beat to hell. Like when I say I got my ass beat, I just genuinely mean like I got like bulldozed, okay? Because my friend, what was it? My friend is a master, and then my friend like got a 12 win streak on me. So my friend won 12 times in a row before I finally won one time, and that was like my only win. So it's really funny. You have to manage Juri's charges. Yeah, I have to like, I think Juri is very reliant on her combos too, and like you need to charge the, I don't know what the fuck it's called, but yeah. That was a pity win. No, stop. I want it fair and square. Don't say that. I always tell my friends who are better than me at fighting games to never hold back, because if I know they're holding back, I'm gonna get mad. And they know this, so. Cammy is very similar to Giovanna. Really? Wow, I really like Giovanna. I need to play Strive again too. Hi, Lucky. I can't stay because I work now. Oh, congrats on finding a job. It's my second week now, so wish me luck. Good luck. Also, got to see you back and have a fun stream. Thank you. Thank you. I hope that work goes well. I haven't even played Street Fighter. I just want to be kicked in the ribs by Juri. You know what? Very fair. Me too. Very, very fair, because you know what? Me too. Me too. So, congrats on employment. Yeah, congrats on employment. I also need to find a job. So maybe we'll do more co-working streams because I really, I don't know, like I've been working at my current place for a year now and it's very comfortable for me, but it's not a good thing in the sense of like I need to like I need to find something better basically. So do I want to? I don't, but I have to. So, and it's funny because like I was thinking of tendering my resignation in June, so like serving my notice over June and then like quitting in July. And then my manager, because my manager and I are friends, my manager and I are good friends, right? And she texts me and she goes, fuck my life. And I'm like, what's up? She goes, this part-timer that just joined like maybe 2 months ago, she goes, this part-timer is quitting. And I was like, what? She's quitting? So we have a manpower shortage. And I was already thinking of quitting and I feel bad because my manager is my friend. She's like, fuck my life. And I was like, what's up? And she goes, she quit. And I'm like, oh, you don't want to hear it. I was like, oh. And I have to go for mandatory like training soon or something for like sales. And I don't know how to tell her. Like, don't waste your time because I'm also going to leave. But it's kind of like, I don't know if I'll be able to find a job by July, which is kind of bad. So I was thinking of just taking June off, but now I can't because, well, manpower shortages. So, oh well. Why not find a job first then quit? I feel like I can't dedicate enough time and like energy to job hunting if I'm not at home. Like basically if I don't have enough sufficient time, because whenever I come home from work, I'm just tired. I'm just fucking exhausted. I can't really do much other than that. So if I have to job hunt, like, I feel like it might be better if I did it full-time, like, job hunting full-time. I don't know. But yeah, oh well. It's okay. I think since your friends were bringing up to her personally as a heads up. But it's also like she has to consider her own position as a manager. She's my manager first and not just my friend, right? So I'm just like, yeah. But oh well. Mom. But it's okay. We'll see what I do. I always figure it out. I always have. That's okay. Did you guys see the new art that I got, by the way? Wait, let me flash it up on screen for you guys. So I got this art because I needed like a karaoke thumbnail. And I asked one of my friends to draw it for me. I mean, I commissioned my friend. Wait. Sorry, there's like 1,001 things on screen. Isn't this cool? That's me. Wow. Neko-cha is super goated. That's me. Mwah! That's the full art. I only posted a crop version of it because I still want to use it for like a thumbnail or something. I want to sing, but I can't because my throat is kind of fucked. And I still need to record, so I can't. Self-sass? Yes. Ain't it cute? I'll probably like fix this and not fix it. I'll probably slap a background behind it and then upload it as a wallpaper for members. So keep a lookout for that. It can be like a phone wallpaper. And then you can keep me on your phone. Yay! Like I'll have to like crop it a little bit and add a background behind it. But this will be a wallpaper for membership. Yes, phone wallpaper. So if you remember, you can check maybe check back in like a couple of hours and it should be up already. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I have much else to talk about in terms of. Oh, we also went to Chikawa Park, by the way. That was super cute. Chikawa Park. So I don't think I really have much else to talk about, so maybe I will end around here. But I hope you guys had fun watching me, listening to me yap and then lose my mind and then also get a little bit emotional. I had a lot of fun. And I hope you guys did too. I will see you guys around, okay? Excuse me, I just had to get my germs on you everywhere. Yeah, I don't really think I have much else to talk about, but I hope you guys had fun. Thanks for the stream. This was fun. Thank you for the fun stream. I'm glad you guys think it's fun. I feel like I always don't have like, what is it? I feel like I always don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. All I wanna be is with you. That's not a song. I don't know what the fuck I'm singing. But I feel like with Satsu sometimes I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so boring because I'm just talking and then you're just listening to me talk. But I realize that you guys really like Satsu dance from me too, so maybe I'll do more of these. And then I can do one with like, oh, I bought enough things for me to make a Ita bag. I just need to buy the actual bag itself. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. I'm going to what is it? I'm going to, I'll put the bill on your tab and forget about it. Okay, and I'll also forget about it. Thank you for the stream. Yeah, I don't know what I was saying, but I hope you guys had fun. And I will end now. I don't think I'm gonna raid you into anybody else, or maybe I should. Maybe. Let's see. It's Limina's anniversary, so go say hi to Limina. And wish her happy 1 year. Yes. I'm gonna go to bed now. Well, I'm gonna go like lay down for a bit, and then I have to get up and, you know, do everything that I need to do. I need to unpack my suitcase for real, and then pack my room for real. But I hope you guys had fun. I will see you soon. I will update if I do the Street Fighter 6 stream. Just keep an eye out on my Twitter, and I will see you guys very soon, okay? Thank you for listening to me rant and vent and trauma dump on you guys. Everything will be okay. We just have to trust and believe that it'll be okay. Okay!